BYTES is a 2022 slasher film. Before entering into the topic, please subscribe the channel for more videos. In 1979, aspiring pornographic actress Maxine Minks embarks on a road trip through Texas with her producer boyfriend Wayne Gilroy, fellow actors Bobby Lynn Parker and Jackson Hole, amateur director R.J. Nichols, and R.J.'s girlfriend, Lorraine Day, to shoot an adult film for the booming theatrical pornography market. Bobby Lynn and Jackson strike up a romance, while Lorraine is unimpressed with the film's content, and R.J. attempts to make it seem like a serious cinematic piece. The group arrives at the farm of Howard and Pearl, an elderly couple in whose guest house the group intends to shoot the film The Farmer's Daughters. Howard is temperamental towards the group, brandishing a shotgun while Pearl silently stalks Maxine. As filming commences without Howard's knowledge, Maxine is invited inside the couple's home by Pearl, where they have a conversation. Pearl laments her age, expresses jealousy for Maxine's youth, and makes a sexual advance towards her. She later watches Maxine have sex with Jackson and is aroused. Pearl pleads with Howard to have sex with her, but he refuses, claiming his heart is too weak. Night falls, and the film crew relaxes in the guesthouse. Lorraine, keen to shed her reputation as a prude and intrigued by the film, asks to participate in the shoot. R.J. is immediately opposed to the idea and accuses the group of putting her up to it, though they assure him that they did not and that Lorraine's choice to be in the movie falls on her alone, regardless of his feelings. R.J. then films the scene of Lorraine and Jackson having sex. Frustrated with the change in the script and in shock by Lorraine's unfaithfulness, R.J. sets out to leave the crew stranded at the farm while they are asleep, but he is stopped by Pearl, who attempts to seduce him. When he rebuffs her, she stabs him to death. Lorraine and Wayne notice R.J. is missing and go searching for him. While he's searching the barn, Pearl tricks and stabs Wayne in the eyes with a pitchfork. Lorraine is invited into the couple's house by Howard, who claims Pearl is missing and asks Lorraine to retrieve a flashlight from the basement. When Lorraine attempts to leave the basement, she discovers she has been locked in. After turning on the light, she discovers the rigid corpse of a male sex slave hanging from the ceiling. Howard approaches the guest house and asks Jackson to help him locate Pearl. Jackson finds a submerged car in a pond, belonging to the corpse in the basement, before Howard shoots him dead. Meanwhile, Pearl enters the guest house, climbs into Maxine's bed naked, and pets her. Maxine awakens and screams, causing Pearl to flee the house, which Bobby Lynn witnesses. In the farmhouse, Lorraine uses a hatchet to try breaking through a panel in the basement door, but Howard attacks her, breaking her finger, and forces her back inside. Bobby Lynn follows Pearl outside to the nearby lake and tries to guide her away from the water. Pearl angrily accuses Bobby Lynn of being a whore before pushing her into the lake, where an alligator devours her. Maxine sees Pearl and Howard return to the guest house and hides under the bed. The elderly couple discusses the murders before having sex. Maxine manages to flee to the van, where she finds R.J.'s corpse and the tires slashed. Armed with a pistol from the glove box, Maxine enters the farmhouse and frees Lorraine, who angrily blames Maxine for what has happened. Lorraine panics and runs out the front door, only to be shot by Howard. As Howard and Pearl begin moving the body, intent on framing the crew as intruders, the dying Lorraine moves, startling Howard, who has a heart attack and dies. Maxine retrieves the keys to Howard and Pearl's truck and attempts to shoot Pearl, but the pistol is not loaded. Pearl tries to shoot Maxine, who dodges the bullet, while the recoil from the shotgun causes Pearl to fall and break her hip. As Pearl lies injured outside the house, she begs Maxine for help. Maxine refuses, and as Pearl berates her, Maxine runs her over with the truck, crushing Pearl's head. Maxine drives away from the farm. The next morning, the police arrive at the house to retrieve the bodies. It is revealed that Maxine is the daughter of a fundamentalist Christian preacher, whose speeches frequently played on televisions throughout the film. The police discover R.J.'s camera and speculate about what it contains.